Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. My channel? Well, it's all about crochet. A little bit about knitting and a lot about yarn, but mostly about my journey through this fantastic yarning community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Wednesday with me. Today is Wip Wednesday, so what am I doing that isn't part of a make-along? Well, I've done a couple of things. Well, let's say, one of them is a make-along, but it's not really a make-along because I don't do it all the time, but I kind of had to do this one. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about Bodhatapalooza. That's Laura, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. Every Tuesday, she pulls a number from one of her subscribers who sends a number to her and finds the corresponding Bag O' Day hat tutorial on YouTube, and everybody makes it. I don't normally do it, mainly because I live in Florida. I don't have a whole lot of use for hats, but I did send her a number. And once you know, last week she pulled my number. And so I felt like, well, if she's gonna pull my name and gonna pull my number, I'm gonna have to do the little hat. Well, come to find out, it was a headband. So I did Bodhatapalooza headband edition. This one is really cute, really very easy to do. Oh, I don't know that I know the name of, this was part of a headband pocket shawl set that she did. And this stitch pattern is the same in the pocket shawl. So it's like double crochet, X stitches, double crochet, X stitches, double crochet, and then single crochets on each of the ends to, you know, to neaten it up. Super, super easy to do. I think 60 stitches. Usually I am not a crochet in the round girl because I always screw it up. This time I managed to do it and it's really pretty. The yarn I used is some yarn, and I don't know what I did with the ball. Here it is. It's some leftover yarn art, 100% wool that I got from Laura. She sent this to me last year sometime. And so now, and I had made a scarf out of this, if you remember. Well, now I have a headband to go with it. And I still have some left over. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll make a cowl out of it. There's more than enough to make a cowl in this same pattern. That's an idea. Because I have a little more than this too. I think I might try to make a cowl size of this. So it'll be a scarf, a cowl, and a headband. Or is that too much? Because the scarf is kind of thick. Maybe some fingerless gloves? I don't know. It's a number 5, 100% wool. It's a really nice yarn art. Of course, there's no colorway, but I love, love, love these colors. The grays with the pop of the teal in there. Isn't that pretty? Love this. So, Bodhatapalooza with Laura, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. I did mine. Done. The other thing that I did, and I finished this yesterday, is June, along with being Pride Month, is also PTSD Awareness Month, Post-Traumatic Stress Syndrome Month. My son, who served for 8 years in the Air Force, did 2 deployments into the Middle East. Yeah, it was a scary time for all of us. It was a scary time for all of us. And he bears the scars physically and mentally from that time to this day. 4th of July is a bad, bad time around their house. They have a sign in the yard saying, please do not set off the fireworks. It sets him off. He doesn't do crowds very well. You know, but he has gotten the help that he needs through the VA. He's dealing with his symptoms. It's okay to deal with things like that. It's okay to seek help. There should not be a stigma on anybody who has any mental health issues. It is a health issue. It isn't something, you know, for people to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Sometimes you ain't got the bootstraps and you need some help. So PTSD is a serious thing. If you are suffering from it, or if you know somebody who's suffering from it, please let them know they are not alone. In my description box, I will leave an 800 number for a helpline. But the colors for the PTSD awareness are gray, black, and teal. And I made a pillow because I thought, you know, it's squishy and it's comfy. And thank you, Chris, for the idea. I kind of morphed it from yours. So on the front side or the back side, or on one side, I did a corner to corner with gray and teal and black. And then on the other side, I did just a big old granny square. And then I sewed it together with the teal and put the pillow form on it. So this is just a comfy, comfortable squish. You need some help. I am going to send this to my son. But I just thought, you know, Chris, one of my subscribers, who is also a friend, said that when she is triggered, she reaches for a blanket. Well, I didn't have the time to do a blanket, so I thought the next best thing would be a soft, squishy pillow. So soft, squishy pillow is done. And I like this quarter to quarter side. I think it's pretty cool. And I like that you can see the white of the pillow kind of through, because you know what? There's light at the end of all this. So the light shines through, even through the darkness. So that is my PTSD awareness pillow. Seek help. It's okay to ask for help. Give yourself the grace to ask for help. So there's that. I am still working on my vest. I figured it out, you guys. I wanted to do it so that we didn't have to seam it. And I think I finally figured it out. Now it's just a matter of putting it together. But I really got a great pattern. I'm using some great yarn. I'm using DK weight yarn and a 5mm hook. Though I think I'm gonna bump up to a 5.5mm hook. But this pattern is gonna be so customizable. You can use any size yarn, any size hook. If you want to make it with thick, bulky yarn, you can do that. It'll be perfect. So I'm really excited about it. And the other thing I started, because I just needed a brain break from Shaw's, I started the MJ Off the Hook tank top from her summer collection that just came out. This tank top, this is actually upside down. It's supposed to start, you know, you'll put it here. This is the back. It'll be a racer back. So it'll start and then narrow and then you go down, or get wider and go down. I really like this. It's done in a granny square. I am using the Mandala strings, which is a one weight, which is one of the alternative yarns that she suggested. This pattern is written for a one weight. This is, the colorway is Ballad, and it's beautiful with the grays and the taupes. And there's a little bit of like a pinky copper in here. This is going to be so pretty. I'm so excited about it. I am making the 2X. I'm between an extra large and a 2X, so I always go up to the 2X. You need 700 yards, 710 yards for that. And I have 3 balls of this, and there are 350 yards, so I have more than enough to do this. And this is 100% acrylic. It's a number 1, and it says use a 4mm. I believe I'm using a 4.5mm, which is what the pattern suggests. So well, you start the first row, the starting chain in the first row, you use a 3.5, then you bump up to the 4.5, and that's what I did. So yeah, and I think I really like I think this is going to be a really nice summer top. I think this is going to be really pretty. Obviously, you're not going to be able to wear this without, unless you want your bra to show. I'm thinking I will probably put on a white, you know, cami underneath, and it'll be pretty. I think it'll be a beautiful summer addition to my wardrobe. And it doesn't seem like the construction is very difficult. I'm kind of excited about it. And if all goes well, I might make another one for my daughter and my granddaughters, because I think it's really pretty. And it's three-panel construction. So you do the back and then the front, and then once you get, because it's a V-neck, which I really love. So once you get this V-neck done and then this V-neck done, then you attach them and then you finish it all in one piece. So it ends up being just sewed together 2 pieces instead of 3 pieces, which I really like. I did another sweater with that kind of construction, and I liked it a lot. I think that was a Grace for the Frills, one of her V-neck sweaters that I did, which I like that construction a lot for the V-necks. I like V-necks on me. I know some people don't, but I'm a V-neck kind of person. So the other thing I wanted to show you, and I'm so disappointed. Oh shoot, where did it go? Well, I got 2 new Omi hooks. And the first one I got is this one that looks like a root beer float with the brown and the swirls, and it's a 5.5. Love it. And I got my replacement in my 4.5 in the beach set looking one, the one with the wood and the blue, and it came broken again. I am so upset, and I don't understand it. This case is not damaged at all. This was wrapped around the head when I pulled it out. There is no broken piece inside. They must have put this in here broken. I don't understand. I wonder if this is the same one I returned before, because this is sad. This is so sad to me. So this one is going back, and I want a replacement. It's like, come on, people, do better. Do better. I love your hooks. Do better. They don't see this, but so this one's got to go back, and I'm so sad. So, but I already initiated the return. Got to run to, when I go out Friday to the mailbox and stuff, I will stop at the UPS store and drop that off and have them send it back, because yeah, this is the second time this has happened to me, and I'm really kind of sad about it. First one was my 4.5 rainbow, and now this one, the 4.5 with the cork. I'm so sad. But the 5 came with no problem, and I really love this. I love that brown root beer color. I think it's so pretty, and I love these hooks. So anyway, guys, that is Wednesday whipping. I'm gonna get going back on this tank top from MJ Off the Hook. Now this is part of her summer collection. You can get just this tank top, or you can buy her whole collection. I'm probably not going to get the whole collection because I don't know that I'll do much more of what's in there, but I did really like the idea of this tank top. So I just purchased, and like I said, it is a purchase pattern. You can get it on Ravelry or on her blog itself. She's on Facebook and Instagram. I mean, you can't miss her. She's everywhere, which is really awesome because I love her designs. And so what else was I was going to, oh, I'll link the pattern in my description box below if you're interested. I do believe she's done a tutorial on parts of this tank top. If you need help getting started, she has done some of a tutorial. She does, when she has a paid pattern, she just gives you the basics and how to get started. She doesn't give you the whole pattern, which I totally understand. She wants you to buy the pattern. So, but it's a good resource if you're struggling to get started, or maybe to put the 2 front pieces together. So check that out. I don't know if I can find that, but I definitely will link a link to this pattern off of Ravelry. Actually, I think I bought mine on Etsy. I got mine on Etsy. So I'll link it in my description box below so that you can go directly to this pattern from MJ Off the Hook. So you guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Weekend's in, you know, the windshield. We're coming up to it. Take care of yourself. If you're in that heat dome, stay hydrated and stay cool. If you're in where it's soaking wet, stay dry. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and give yourself some grace. But above all, be kind to everyone, and we'll see you Friday. Have a good one.